Hello, fellow humans. Today's Skywars, but before then, you know what? Let me switch this up to a bit more retro for my channel. That's better. Actually, that was basically just a lie. This is not better in the least. I just want to go back to this because this is a very old pack. It was the first one I ever actually made. As you can tell, it was many years ago, and it was also not really good at all. It's just I felt like this is an interesting thing. It's my first ever texture pack that I made, and you know, may as well look back on the past while I'm talking about the future of the channel. If you can tell, that was an oof sound when I took damage, because oof, Roblox, cool. Basically, I want to talk about what I want to do with the future of the channel, which also depends on what you, viewer number 7632, want to do with the channel. Because this channel, you know, the point of the channel is to build a community. It's not just view, nothing happens. It's I want to make a community. There's a death. So yeah, I want to make a community though, and so, you know, I need input from all of you fellow viewers. Not fellow viewers. I'm meant to your viewer. But yeah, I need input on, you know, what do I do. So onto the whole perspective of the future with the odds of the past. This pack is from when I used to do very extremely frequent streams on Hypixel. I would go to school, come back, you know, like 3 p.m. or something, and then immediately, you know what I'm doing? I'm getting on Hypixel. I'm streaming. Not to, you know, huge success or anything, but I'm streaming regardless. I go to from, you know, 0 subs basically. Add a few because I originally started on TikiCraft actually, which no longer exists, but that was a survival server on like 1.12. So for a bit I had streamed on TikiCraft, not huge success, and you know, maybe a few months, maybe just a few weeks, I honestly don't remember, into it, I had been like, you know what, let me start streaming on Hypixel. You know, it's mini games, it's not just survival, a larger audience and stuff. And you know, this was at the time where stream parties were just taking off. I'd average, you know, 5 to 10 concurrent viewers, which, you know, not a horrible average. I do that, and I grew, and I got to a decent size, which, you know, I was, you know, was pretty good for me then. The problem is, since then, 2019, you know, Skyblock release, I had gotten extremely into Skyblock videos, which is not a good growth strategy for a channel of my size. Because while I worked for TommyInnit, my videos, most of them were, you know, based on the content of the game and not on my personality, which is not a good thing to do when you want to, you know, have a community and stuff. However, at the time, it didn't really faze me that much. It was what was working. I was, you know, averaging probably like 150 views a video. Most of my most popular videos are Skyblock now. You know, I have how to get snow, Maddox bat phone guide, a bunch of stuff that it's just tutorials, and you know, it works for views. It brings in some new people, some people subscribe, but that wasn't, you know, the long-term goal. So this was back at a time, this pack at least was back at a time where I was streaming extremely frequently, and this pack was actually from when I was using the BS Black Pat, which just makes all these black diamonds, and you know, the rest of the textures, but centered around black diamonds, by Pizza Hut, who, you know, who was an original member of the pack, which was the big Minecraft group originally back in the day, and who has since seen increased relevance based off of Minecraft Championship. And this was the pack I used basically every day up until I swapped to the pack I use now, which is Thrive, I guess. But this pack, you know, I had decided one day that I want to make an edit, just, you know, to have for streams and stuff, of this pack, and it was going to be based off of this texture pack. It was based off Skywars, of course, so that's why, you know, Steak has that. And so I changed a bunch of stuff. You know, I made it so that Steak was the Fortnite dance animated. It was, you know, the potions were based off of Sprite Cranberry meme that was popular at the time. You know, this was based off, you know, Fortnite was big, like huge. This was back when Hypixel had a battle royale and battle pass, like back then. And so, you know, all these different things were based off that, and this was the pack I made. So, you know, I was grinding out Skyblock for like 2 years or something, and oh, actually, I just remember Teletubby, so that's cool. Anyway, I was grinding Skyblock, you know, at this point, for content, for, you know, I started grinding. It was just, I made it, you know, pretty frequently, about, you know, different guides, different how to cheese this skill, how to fish, how to, you know, like, but, you know, at some point I realized, you know, this isn't sustainable, and it wasn't. And so, you know, I made the decision to stop doing so much Skyblock. So that's what I've been trying to do for the past year or so, is that, you know, I still play Skyblock. I am a member of one of the large guilds. I was the founder of it, First Place Fishing, which, you know, was the center of a lot of the original stuff I did for content. Some of the streams I did on Skyblock when I streamed on Skyblock. Some of the, you know, videos I did were centered around, you know, fishing in the guild and stuff, but it's just, you know, getting old, stale, and it's very unsustainable. And so that's what this video, which is, you know, if you're new to the channel and you're watching this far, thank you. I don't know why you would be watching this far, unless somehow I become a genius at editing overnight, but thank you still. And, you know, this is part of that, you know, new era of Men2. Because I want to build a community. Community comes over content, I feel. And so I want to facilitate that through not just relying on Skyblocking guides and, you know, in the moment, something that can, you know, survive on its own. Even if I didn't make content for a year, there would still be a community for, you know, anyone who wanted. And, you know, this video, the World Wars video that came out recently, you know, that stuff, it's all contributing to the same, you know, concept, in that I want this to be, you know, a good community. And I also don't want this to rely on Skyblock. So, you know, it's just this change. It's a new Men2. Community over content is how I feel. You know, so a lot of people are not feeling that way, but that's just how I feel, is that, you know, community comes first. And so therefore, like, if you have a video idea you want me to make, say in the comment. People aren't coming for me and my community, they're coming for the content itself, which needs to change. Like, I'm not going to just make these, you know, videos with limited editing. I am, you know, going to try to make more very fun, high quality videos, but this is just a matter of, you know, introducing me to new viewers, what I want to do, with, you know, maybe some good editing, not a good texture pack though, and, you know, basically being like, hey, this is me, which it is me, I'm Men2 High, and, you know, if you like what you see, maybe, yeah, consider staying, I think, and if not, don't bother. Which, I mean, please do, but also, like, if you don't want to be here, don't be here. I am not going to force you against your will, unless that's what you're into, maybe then. But no, still, never mind. So thank you, my fellow gamers, for watching this far. Again, if you're new, welcome. I know this is a horrible channel trailer, like bottom tier, you know, should not be allowed to exist on this earth, never mind this platform. But yeah, thank you for watching regardless. So yes, Men2, that's me. Hope you enjoyed to some extent, and yes, hopefully new upload in not 2 months, in like a week or two, maybe. I'm not sure, just, yeah, no promises. Time to kill this guy, and thank you for watching.